In this video, I'm going to explain the trackers tool here. So the bit.ly tracking pixel tool, and along with this, I'll have to first explain the FTP profile manager. But before I sort of get into this, because it does look a little confusing at first, I have to explain exactly what it's for and why you want to use it. This is something that I did for myself when I'm doing a lot of marketing with Teespring. So you don't have to do this. You may have your own way of doing things, but I just wanted to implement this into the software because I use it all the time and it's really, really useful, and you'll see what I mean. And what I like doing for my Teespring campaigns, like if we just look at this one for example, this is just one I whipped up here as an example from a previous video. What I like doing is inside the description here, I like to put an image tag, but here's the trick. I actually like sticking in something called a pixel tracker. A pixel tracker is basically a way of telling me how many people come to my page. Basically, I want to know the traffic, how many people come to my campaign page. I know that I can get that information individually from TView. They will give you that information, but this is real time, and I use bit.ly because bit.ly is just the easiest to use. And so what I like to do is I insert a bit.ly tracking link within here. Now this is something you probably can't find on the internet because I kind of made it up myself, and it works really well and it's free. That's why I like it so much. So basically the idea is you want to create an image that's only 1 pixel and it's just blank, right? And then you want to put that image as a link inside your description so that every time someone comes to your campaign page, you will see that traffic within your bit.ly account. So the only way to do this is to just show you how it works. So I actually don't have any live campaigns right now in Teespring because I'm spending so much time designing the software. But anyhow, I'll show you what I mean. So if I was going to go and list this shirt on Teespring, I want a tracking link in here. And the way to do that manually is you have to create a pixel, which is just create an image, and I'm just talking an image with 1 pixel. So like if you're using Photoshop, let me just quickly show you here. Like if you go new and you go, I just want 1 pixel by 1 pixel. We're talking a tiny little image. You can hardly even see it there. That's it. So you create a pixel, upload to the internet, and then wherever you uploaded it, you take that link. For example, I could upload it to teespring.com/ and call the actual image, I don't know, pixel.png. So I can take that link, which is teespring.com/ tinspector/ pixel.png, and then just put that into bit.ly. So if you go to bit.ly.com and then just stick that link here and click shorten, you'll get a bit.ly tracking link. Now you take the bit.ly tracking link and you throw it in here as an image. It's a little tricky. It might be a little confusing at first, but basically it's just a tracking pixel. That's what it's really called. So every time someone comes to the page and that image is being rendered to the page, it registers as a click in bit.ly. Now that whole process I just explained to you is a big pain in the ass. Trust me. Try doing that for like 20 shirts in one day. It is a pain in the ass. So I made this tool that does it for you. So let me show you how awesome this tool is, because I absolutely love it. So we first have to define an FTP profile, because remember I said you got to create an image, a pixel image, and then upload it to your site. Now you don't have to do that with my software. Like you don't have to create the pixel image in Photoshop or anything like that. The software will do that for you. But you do need somewhere to put these pixels, right? The image, you have to put it somewhere online. So you have to define a site. So usually you'll have a website. So this only works if you have a website, obviously, right? So if you have a website, then what you want to do is you want to put your FTP profile in here. So I'm just going to use my T-Inspector one. So what you do is you put your web domain in here without the HTTP. So www.tinspector. Of course, you're going to have to put your website in here, not mine, because you won't have the password to mine. T-Inspector. And that's what, oh sorry, that's the profile name. The host, it goes down here. The profile name is whatever you want. So I'll just go T-Inspector, TI in tracking folder. I already, behind the scenes, I already went onto my site, my tinspector.com, and I created a new folder called tracking. And I'm going to put all my tracking pixels in that folder. So I need to put my username here. Alright, so I got my username and password. And because I'm using a dedicated server on oneandone.com, this is a little different. Usually your server HTML folder, it's usually public_HTML or HTTP docs. That's usually what you put in here. But for my special case, I have to put a different one. So I actually defined a different folder, and I just called it T-Inspector. This really won't make any sense unless you have a one-on-one dedicated server, so kind of ignore this part. You're either just putting public_HTML or HTTP docs, and 99% of the time it's just public_HTML. So instead of putting that, you'd go public_HTML, and that's it. But for my particular situation, I got to put that. And like I said, I created a subfolder and I called it tracking. Now once you got all the information in there, you click add, and it will add it to your profiles over here. Then you click on it to display everything, and then you can click on test, and that will test whether or not it's successful and I got everything in there right. If it wasn't, an error will come up. Let's say you wanted to change something, just click on the profile over here to bring up the information in here, and then let's say I wanted to change it to just, I don't know, change a profile name or something like that, and then you want to click update, and it will update the profile. So you see it when you hit add or update, it just deletes everything out of here. But if you click here, it'll display everything for that record in here. And that's about it. You can clear everything out here like that, or you can click remove to remove the profile altogether. So I'm just going to leave that. So that's good to go. So the next thing I want to do is I want to make a tracker link for here. So once you got your FTP profile loaded, you'll never do it again. You just do it once and that's it. So now I'll just create all my pixels and they'll be uploaded to that folder. So if I go ahead and create one, what you're going to need to do is you need a Bitly access token, and they're free. So a Bitly account is free. You just got to go to Bitly and sign up. It's a free to get an account. Just sign up for free or whatever. Use your Facebook or Twitter. And once you're signed in, you click this little button here, and it will take you over to the I gotta log in here. It'll take you to this page here, and then you got to just confirm your password. So you stick your password in here and you click generate token. It'll give you a big long code. You take that big long code and you paste it into here. So that's all you got to do. And then once your token is put in here, it'll just be saved in your software, and you'll never have to change it again. So once you do that, it's done. Now you're all set up to create your link, and all you got to do is create a Bitly label, some sort of label for your link. So I'll just usually all I do is when I come up with my shirt name in here, like right here, trophy catch, I'll just right click, copy that, and just paste it here. I'll select my FTP profile. It'll automatically load in here, so I only have one defined, so I'll just click that. I always leave overwrite if on server. And then the next thing you do is just click this button, and all the magic is happening as we speak. It's done. Now what happened in the background? What happened was T-Inspector uploaded a pixel to my FTP account in that tracking folder. It went over to Bitly, my Bitly account, and created a Bitly link for me. And then it gave me the link. Now here's my Bitly link. And it also stores all your Bitly links in this little thing down here. You can see when it was created, what the label was, and the link. So you can actually go in here and just click on it, and all the links will just show up in here. So I'll just copy this, and now I go over to my shirt, and I'm going to add this pixel image in here. And all you do is you click the image button and put your tracking link there, insert image, and boom, that's it. Now when you launch the campaign, you'll be able to see all your clicks, all your traffic go into your page. And the way to do that is you simply just log in to your Bitly account. So if you log into your Bitly account, you'll see that link I just created, trophy catch. If I click on it, oops, sorry, not that. Click on the stats, view stats, and now I'll be able to see how much traffic I'm getting per hour, per day, all time. And now I can compare this to my traffic that I'm buying. This is so powerful, and it's real time. That's why I love this. I love this even better than the Teespring analytics they give you, because now when I run a campaign in Facebook, I can run over to Facebook right away. I can see my clicks coming through and how much I'm paying for it, right? But what's cool, in real time, I can see the clicks coming in, and then I can just log in my Teespring and see how many sales I'm getting. So now I can actually see the cost per view. And that's a very important metric, because if I know my cost per view, say it's like, I don't know, sorry, my earnings per view, sorry, earnings per view. I can see how much money I made in my Teespring account, and I can see how much traffic I'm getting. And what's cool is Bitly will show you the unique traffic. It's not perfectly unique, but it's not like raw data. So it's fairly unique. So if you see like 20 clicks come in real quick, you can pretty much assume it's 20 unique people coming in. It's not perfect, but close enough. And it gives you a general idea. So I would come in here and I'd say I had 20 clicks, then I'll go and look at my sales. If I had, say, like 3 sales sort of thing, then I made like, you know, like, I don't know, like $30 profit. Well, I know I made $30 profit off of 20 clicks. Well, now I know my earnings per view, because this is not technically clicks, it's people coming to the page, right? But I know that I'm buying traffic from like Facebook, so it is technically clicks. So now I know my earnings per click, and then when I'm in Facebook, I just make sure I'm paying less than that. It's that simple. And really, there's no other way of doing this right now that I figured out. There's probably another way, sorry. It's just no other way that I figured out how to do it yet. And I just figured this was so simple. Once you got it set up, you can bang out these tracking links so quick, you know? Like, oh, I need another tracking link. You just come here, just set whatever you want here, and just create tracking link. And boom, you got your tracking link. And now you copy that, you paste it in your description. It's that simple. Once you got it set up, it's so quick. It's a matter of entering some words here and clicking one button, and you got a tracking link, and now you'll be able to see all your traffic coming in for your shirts. And if you come to your Bitly account, if you look at all your links, you can quickly come in here and just delete. Like, I don't want this link that I just created. You can just go and archive it. It just gets it out of your account. And then in here, I can go and just delete it. So it's as easy as that. And like, we can go take a look at some stats from a long time ago, and you can see, like, I love all the stats you can see right away. You know, hourly breakdown. There's just great stats in Bitly that are just so easy to use, and I love it that it's real time. So that's why I integrated that tool. It's really powerful. And really, it's simple to use. Once you get your FTP set up, and once you get your access token, boom, it's pretty simple.